Morning, Kempo.
Good morning, Kempola.
Morning, Rinpoche.
It's different.
Good morning.
Morning, morning.
Good morning, Kempola.
Good morning, everyone. So we go to page 3, opening prayer, the Deity Yoga Sadhana. Oh, Mother Saint Beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstacles who harm me, and those great obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be suffered from suffering, and save love ways to reach them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Oh, Mother Saint Beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstacles who harm me, and those great obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be suffered from suffering, and safely. Always to reach them in the still unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dala Dala Rezebeda Nobar Zebege Torba Dam Dam Jen Jen Be Barde Jubar Zeba Dam Je Je Zo Zebe Mananga Dan Yambe Zem Jen Dam Je Dewa Dan De Dungara Dan Dara Nyorda Lana Meba Yanda Dobe Zanjo Rumbo Je Dobarza Nazandra Jivan like dreaming, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Under death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now under this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind road Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadam. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble darkas and darkness and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Under I attain the heart of enlightenment. I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of a Bodhisattva. As previous Buddhas ambassador enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path. Are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and apply myself to the complete stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge under enlightenment reach. By the merit of Janara stand other good deeds, may I attain Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mothers sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the causes of a happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and mind, faithful mind to all Tathangatas and the 10 directions. Those who have already reached in Tathangata state, those who are reaching it at the present, those Tathangata state to come. Through the power of Samantabhada's prayers, may all Buddhas manifest within my mind. I prostrate to them, multiplying my body as many times as there are thrones of the earth. Each ashram visualize as many Buddhas as there are thrones. Surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas, the soul space filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Praise Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of the. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands of music, anointing oils, manifesting like different ground incense. I make offering to them of fine garment, performing the Popero, Border Highs, Momeru, and arrange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I posture Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Samantabhada. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions are committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 generations of great Bodhisattvas and the Pachika Buddhas. Those having Aharacha, those having tired the path of Aharacha and all other beings. Because to great protectors and the Buddhas to turn the hearts the way of Dharma as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 generations, leading them gradually to enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passive interpret the one that to living long fast in many years as they are trunks of the in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings. For this I dedicate. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and strewed with the flower. It is adorned with the meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. As the Buddha fell for it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha filled. To the Lama who possesses the Trikaya, I offer auto in sacred offerings with my body, worth, and all that is visible. Please grant me supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. Om Guru Rina Mandala Pansamanga Samandra Savar Samaya Hom. I call refuge, ornament of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are the way to Vajradhara with adore. I bow at the feet of Father Juki Songo. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of mine. Please stand aware of the Dharma of the true hackers and the combination according to this position, likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. Now we go to page 32, the long press to Manjushri, page 32. His wisdom brilliant like the sun, free of clouds of true words and the perceived various truths of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds wisdom takes at his heart, he has a compassion for all beings who suffering from darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma. Through the 60 branch of Harama necessity, he wears the wisdom silver to cast settling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. And the Bodhisattva from his pure from beginningless time, fully accomplishing the 10 levels and the perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, usually adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Mantra, page 34. Om Wange Shoramo, Wange Shoramo, Wange Shoramo, Wange Shoramo, Wange Shoramo. Om Wange Shoramo, 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 Wange Om Wange Shoramo, 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 Om Wange No Wange Yoramo, Wange Yoramo, Wange Yoramo, Wange Yoramo, Wange Yoramo, Wange Yor. Oh Wange Yoramo. Back to 33 again. Short press. You who are the perfect, beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses, and dispel darkness of all the ignorance, are positive before you and the press to Manjushri. So now we go to the Vajrapani sadhana. Vajrapani is 37. Demon subduing Lord of Secret Vajrapani. Go to the 38. meditation or providing emptiness. Om Sobawa Juda Zarwa Dharma Sobawa Juda purify the confusion of grasping at the duality of samsara and nirvana, and meditate and promote the practice of all providing emptiness. From the state of emptiness arises the secret of Vajra from mountains, in the center of which is a palm, which transforms into a lotus seed, on which transforms into the sun seed. On this my own awareness in the form of a clear dark blue home. This radiated light that purify all sentient beings and is absorbed into the home, which transform into Lord of Secret, the subdue of all demons and evil spirits. I'm black in color with one face and two arms. My right hand raises a five-pointed golden Vajra. My left hand is at my heart in the subduing gesture, holding a Vajra lasso. My right leg is bent, my left is stretched. I exhibit the 9 rods for expressions. My flame color hair blazes outward. I wear a terrified dress coat and a girdling of 50 fresh silver hairs. I am drawn by 8 nagas. I wear tiger's skirt. I'm engulfed in a blaze of wisdom fire. At 3 places are white home, red and blue home. From this lake there is invite all the wisdom deities in the form of Vajrapani, who dissolve inseparable from me through to mantra Sa Hong Ba Hong. Lake ready from the home at my heart, invite the 5 Buddha of empowerment into the sky in front of me. Go back to Tibetan. Page 39. Hornde no jung en zeng zhi lo bang, do ne ran yin da be do ne le, song gor dor je me re je be we, ban le be ma ram le nye me de, ran re hong den sa le won je be, tu nye se de zren de yong jo le, na nye sang we da bon yong bon do, gong do na bo jar je sa nye ba, ye be ser je dor je zeng a den, yong be do gara den zo dor ya na, xia yue gong yen yong jian zhuo nyam den, wo ba to ga wei jian long ba do xia jin, le jie jie jian da yang zi ba lo, yi xie me bong ba rui long nan jin, ne song ong dang amar hong den le, hong zhi ran zhi yi xie jin zhang yin, sa hong ba ho sa ni zi me ba re jiu, la yang tu ge hong le wu zi ren zhi, wang la ring an den ka re jin zhang de. Om ben zara pipe trade zaye zoha, Om ben za de ban trade zaye zoha, Om ben za aloge trade zaye zoha, Om ben zarangende trade zaye zoha, Om ben za neve de trade zaye zoha, Om sarva tatangata abhikesatma. The Buddha of empowerment hold wells of wisdom nectar with which they give the empowerment resulting. Om Sarva Tatan Gata Abhegad Samaya Yireye Hong Shi Soro Tibetan Shi Soro Tabe Wan La Ringa Ye Pambai Dirze Gangwai Sadhana Om Sarva Tatan Gata Abhegad Samaya Yireye Hong. Thus my body, voice, and mind are completely purified and filled with wisdom nectar, which overflows the form Akshobhya as an ornament on the crown of my head. Then all the Buddha's empowerment dissolve into me. Wanggur Derdai Jela Jinjele Me Ju Wei Jin Wan La Rang La De Om Benza Pipe Ta De Za So Ha Om Benza De Bang Ta De Za So Ha Om Benza Aloge Ta De Za So Ha Om Benzaran Gende Rade Zazoha Om Benzaran Neve de Rade Zazoha Om Sarwa Tadangad Abe Kenza Demam. Page 42. The combined power and energy of all the Buddhas, the supreme holder of treasure of sacred teachings, the subjugate of all the Maras and observed without exception, are present and pay homage to Vajrapani. Deshen Todo Jin Deshen Sangwai Nga Jen Zong Zeng Cho Dege Malen Dren Zeba Dorjen Zen La Sang My heart is a home surrounded by the mantra Home Benza Pek. It's a black circle and clockwise, and the radiating lake that makes offering to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The wisdom, compassion, energy, and the power return me in the form of a lake and absorbed. Again, later to all sentient beings and purify all phenomena. The suffering, obscurations, and the disease of all sentient beings of the six realms are completely purified, and those beings are established in the state of the Lord of Secrets. Thus accomplish all virtuous activities. The lake then returns and is absorbed into the syllable and the mantra. Meditating, I said, go back to Tibetan. Tukar hong tarang anten yes go unti jarwa kenchu sing labdi lariang toka ngale uzurunti dodro dribjan samda salaku tenle tamje yongse zhebale Sirndi nganten sawon jelade Hong Benza Pe, 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 Hong Ben Za Bei, 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 Hong Ben Za Bei. So I'm going to do the transmission here. Samdan Jungdor Junjur Jenda Deba Yozo Nam Yoruba Ganji Namungoram Benza Paneye Nam Yoruba Ganji Samdan Jungdor Jide Junjur Jenda Deba Nyamsa Lembarando Be Japsam Tsemi Jelansa Om Sobawa Jeda Sarva Dharma Sobawa Jeda Konde no jung en zeng trlo ban do ne rang yin da be do ne song gor do je me je be be pam le pe ma ram le nyim de rang re hong de sa le wu je be do ne zer de zen de yong jol da ne sang we da bo jong bo de gong do na bo yar je sa ni ye be zer je dor je zeng a de yong be de gar den zo dor yan也公也小也公先用将托娘的，我张马斯的金的老门，土岗为金，罗巴多下了金，乐节接金，大象嘴巴的罗，一些没崩巴为龙南金，那种红干阿妈的红灯来，我这让这一些紧张，早包你是没包的就那样都个红来我这人。完了人安定卡了紧张的，我们在北北找的咋说啊？我们在对方找的咋说啊？我们在路给找的咋？我们在跟的找的咋说啊？我们在那边的找的咋也说啊？我们说话大上嘎达不给，什么呀？西热也红，西说了大白，完了人啊也不把的这干哇啥的呢？我们萨瓦达达嘎达阿贝克嘎的萨玛雅西热也红，完个的da吉拉金吉。没就我今往拉让拉的，我们在北北找的啥也说，我们在对方找的啥也说，我们在阿罗给找的啥也，我们在跟的找的啥也说，我们在那边的找的啥也说，我们萨瓦达赞嘎达不跟啥的嘛。内心得到基地心上瓦哈见众生就得给马林等在多见在拉上子了都那个吉马大卫吉人了在今年是家。Ti chung ha dawa ne do kara ngong dara ngan den ye zeng go ngong te jawan chu jen sing la de la yang do ka nga le wei zeren ro ro de jiang san da sa la gong chen le tam je yong se zhe ba Sending hunting Sawon Jela, the home beds of a maple to the Danche Kane Dental Yijaju, Yi Banararangan, as I don't say Bano Juma May Domber, the Daramaji, Santara London, Yambara, Yaga, Jud, no one. Gewan the yen, your the summer, the bone of Georgia and Rova, Maliban, the Yasalan Gobar, Larani, Sandakur, Lamjesarum, Najardan Chulan, Namjin Jogo, She Lobon Jitin, some Dorje, Southern Jung Dorje, the Junjer Shinda de Bande, Antonio Jingaji, Mebat, the main bandit about the Darans, and there was a Gabon Jams in Secure the Taro, Shubawan. Yes, so now we finish the transmission. Next, so you can chant the mantra Hong Beda Pek, and the same time you can listening, teaching too. I'm going to share today the Vajrapani, this sadhana, explain. So this sadhana is called the very conscious daily practice of the demon subduing, Lord of Secret Vajrapani. So I think mostly so there's so many different kind of sadhana practice Yadam Deity. So they have a really long sadhanas, and then middle sadhanas, short sadhanas. This is the short ones. The short sadhana is more practitioners. So then they read and they understand whole thing and meditate and practice. So that's why short sadhana is created for the more practitioners. Long sadhana is for beginners, need more chanting, more performance. So followed by more elaborated practice way. Then the shorter is more practitioners because they go into more deeper level, even no auto level elaborated, I think. So that's why the short sadhana is for our practitioners, not for beginners. So that's why we always use for short sadhanas. So easy for us too. And then this sadhana is a daily practice. So someone wanted to daily practice Vajrapani, so we have to use this sadhana because very easy, not that complicated. So then this sadhana is called demon subduing, means like Vajrapani is a subduing negative beings. So that's the effort to form bodies, Vajrapani. We have Chinrezig is compassion Buddha. We have a Manjushri wisdom Buddha. We have this Vajrapani is a powerful Buddha. So these three is all the enlightened beings, quality arising the form body. Chinrezig is arising form is love, compassion, bodhicitta is arising form body is Chinrezig. Wisdom is arising form body is Manjushri. So the both are, for positive way to arising the form body. That's why it's called peaceful deities. And then when we have become Buddha, we have to subdue all the afflictive emotions. So subduing, purifying negativity arising form body is Vajrapani. So that's why, it's wrathful deity and peaceful deity. Both are enlightening qualities, but just different, aspects where arise in the form body. Because negativity, Mara subduing arising form is always wrathful deities. And then you're thinking about the quality, love, compassion, wisdom arising form is peaceful deities. So when we have become Buddha, we have to arise both form bodies, right? So Buddha means purify obstacles, subdue the negativities, subdue the maras. And then that quality effort to form is always wrath for deities. And then Buddha means like have compassion, wisdom. The arising form is peace for deities. They are actually truly is same, no difference. Peaceful and wrathful are just a different aspect arising in the form body, enlightening quality. So this sadhana is the same followed by yesterday empowerment. Yesterday empowerment is demon subduing. So Vajrapani practice. So this one is a demon subduing Lord of Secret Vajrapani. Then go to the introduction Vajrapani demon conqueror. So in this part, yesterday, we did empowerment. So they're explaining about Vajrapani exactly this one. So I didn't know English we have. Yesterday, very hard to explain using the Tibetan, but actually already has English here, clearly informations. So the yesterday empowerment sadhana and in this practice sadhana is actually the same sadhana. Empowerment ritual and then practice sadhana is follow together. So then this instruction Vajrapani is a demon conqueror. This deity means like Vajrapani is the Bodhisattva, because his rise form is a Bodhisattva. I explained the last week about Manjushri. All these Bodhisattvas has arise form is Bodhicitta. So that's why their promise is unwanted to enlightenment after all beings enlightenment. So that promise, that bodhicitta aspects, then arise form is that's why called bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is outwardly Buddha Shakyamuni. So then this Vajrapani is outer level is Buddha Shakyamuni. Inwardly Vajrapani. So inner quality is Vajrapani. And the sacred Vajradhara. Buddha Vajradhara. So Dharmakaya is Vajradhara. Sambhonakaya is Vajrapani. Nirmanakaya is Buddha Shakyamuni. So this, three kayas, the follow, the idea or instruction, introduction is just the information is talk about all this Vajrayana teaching is the source is Vajrapani. So we're sharing the, in the Friday, the Dzogchen teaching. So Buddha Shakyamuni has become into samatha meditation. It's Dharmakaya form. Then he shared the teaching to Vajrasattva recognize. So then come to Garab Dorje. So that's the lineage. Same this idea, exactly same, Buddha Shakyamuni and the Vajradhara is actually same. Buddha Shakyamuni, we seeing form is Nirmanakaya. And he was born and he did 12 different kind of activities, big major activities. And the history, ordinary, everyone can, beings seeing him. So it's called Buddha Shakyamuni is author or outwardly Buddha, or we can say Nirmanakaya Buddha. Then Nirmanakaya Buddha, when he shared the teaching, all the teaching is relative truth. More basic teachings. Because due to the, our ordinary beings' capacity. The ordinary beings, they cannot receive the no-door teachings, because ordinary beings have this dualistic conceptual and thoughts. So Buddha cannot share to us no-door teachings. So then that's why Buddha Shakyamuni is into samadhi, and the nature or mind or nature ripa is into the Vajradhara form. Vajradhara is a dharmakaya, it's actually not really form body, you know. It's in the absolute true nature states, no door states. So that's become Buddha Shakyamuni into no door states. Then he share all these Vajrayana teachings. So the most Vajrayana teaching is Lineage Hodor's Vajrapani, because Vajrapani is a Sambhonakaya form. Sambhonakaya only can receive no-door teachings from the Dharmakaya. Then Sambhonakaya, can share to the high realizers, human being form bodies. Then high realizer human beings become right down and sharing transmissions to the ordinary beings. So that's why, in the non-door teachings, Buddha Shakyamuni never shared directly to the ordinary beings. That's the reason, in India at that time, the many traditions that during that time, many followers, they don't accept Vajrayana teachings and no-door teachings, because they don't receive that teachings from Buddha. So Buddha share to Sambhonakaya forms. It's not really have to share to talk, right now we're talking, right? It's already, all the talk is dualistic, conceptual or thoughts. So cannot be no door. That's why, Buddha, when he going to share the absolute true no door teachings, must be in the samadhi, Sambhonakaya and the Vajrapani receiving through the samadhi meditation, blessing, and recognize. So that's the, it's the teachings come from. Vajrapani is the holder of all the Vajrayana teachings. So all these karpa, doesn't matter which kind of yanas, all these teachings must have to come from Buddha Shakyamuni, because Buddha Shakyamuni is the Buddha, in this fortunate eon or this karpa. So that's why all the teaching is doesn't matter which yanas, all its teachings come from Buddha Shakyamuni, but not all the teachings come from, Namanakaya form. So no door teachings always, I think, it's come from Dharmakaya to then Sambhonakaya to come to the human beings. Then also, the story is when Buddha Shakyamuni passed away after, I don't remember, 50 years or like something like years after, and 5 disciples, they went to in the Sri Lanka. They have a mountain name is what is called, the mountain name is Adampeg, I think. We call Tibetan, we call Ro Namcha Malayam Barwa. Very powerful name. So I went that mountains, they're called the Adampeg or something. So you have to go all the way thousands of steps to the top of the mountain. So this, after Buddha passed away, the 5 disciples went up to in the top of the mountain, and they're calling the strongly devotion and faith devotion, calling the Buddha blessing. So then all the Buddha's blessing, Vajrapani is effort to for them, and then Vajrapani giving the Vajrayana teachings to them. So that is the, you know, the history, like Vajrayana is come true in the world, come through the Sambhogakaya. So same is Buddha Shakyamuni share the wisdom teachings, lineage holders Manjushri. So Manjushri and then effort to form body for Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna received the many, you know, wisdom teachings and emptiness teachings. So then Buddha shared the teaching to, of course, at that time many Bodhisattvas. So lineage holder is Buddha Maitreya, and then the teaching is called method teaching, love and compassion, bodhicitta. The lineage is come from Buddha Shakyamuni to Buddha Maitreya, and then Asanga received from Buddha Maitreya. So the same, you know, this Vajrayana teaching is this 5 disciples received from the Vajrapani, then come to the in the world. So that's what the history, you know, lineage is come from. So that's why he holds the treasure of secret teachings of the Buddhas of the 3 times. So Vajrapani means lineage holder. He holds the treasure of secret teachings. It's all the Vajrayana teachings, he lineage holder of the Buddhas of the 3 times. The all 3 times of Buddha's lineage teaching holder is Buddha, Vajrapani. So he is the embodiment of all the tantric deities. The Vajrapani is the embodiment of all the tantric deity who manifest in many different forms to train sentient beings, helping or benefit many beings different ways. That's why Vajrapani is effort to many different Yadam deities. Chara Sambara is the body emanation. So Chara Sambara is a very important tantric Yadam deity, especially Kaju tradition, very important, you know, Yadam deity, Chara Sambara. That also is the embodied emanation, means Vajrapani's embodiment emanation. Then Mahayana, Mahamaya is the speech emanation. So Mahamaya is, I don't know who's exactly, you know, Mahamaya. They're also the one of the Tantra teaching. So it's also the speech emanation. Then He Vajra, the mind emanation. The He Vajra Tantra teaching. And He Vajra also the Yadam deity. Very important Yadam deity during the Marpa Lotsawa time. So his Marpa Lotsa's Yadam is He Vajra. And the He Vajra also emanation about Vajrapani. He Vajra, the mind emanation. So it's mind emanation. Goha Samaja is the quality emanation. So enlightening quality, Vajrapani is enlightening quality emanations in Goha Samaya. Samaja. Then and the Kalachara is the activity emanation, enlightening activity emanations, the Kalachara. So Kalachara is a very popular Yadam deity. His Holiness Dalai Lama always share this Kalachara's empowerment. So most people knows the Kalachara is Vajrapani's activity emanation. Therefore, this deity is the embodiment of all the deities. The Vajrapani is embodiment of all the Yadam deities. Actually, Vajrapani is the source of all the Yadam deities. But we don't go to the source. Usually we go to branches. That's why it's this branch Yadam deity is more popular than source Yadam deities. You know, other Yadam deities more popular than Buddha Shakyamuni. Many temples, practitioners, they don't that much. Many temples didn't have a Buddha Shakyamuni that much, you know, statues and practice. And many practitioners, they don't practice Buddha Shakyamuni. They mostly does, you know, their own lineage yadams or lineage gurus or something followed by that. And the same, you know, it's the many yadam deities sources of Vajrapani, but mostly they go to Chakra Sambara, you know, it's important. The Kala Chakra is important. So that kind of, you know, the branch yadam is most important. That's happening, right? So therefore, this deity embodiment of all the deities in Tantric text, it is said, that's also yesterday in the empowerment has this information. Whoever sees my body will attain Buddhahood. So who sees his body will attain Buddhahood. So that means maybe we see the Vajrapani's tanka or image, you know, otherwise it's not possible to see his body, right? So I don't know which one sees my body will attain Buddhahood, or Buddha's body is maybe form is empty. Emptiness is a form. Form is no emptiness. Emptiness is no other than form. So we recognize all the forms as emptiness. Then that person is could be attain Buddhahood. Which one is correct? I don't know. So relatively, you know, we can see only tankas, right? And images, Vajrapani. So I think then not talking about that relatively, you know, you seeing the form body. This one could be is the form body means, you know, we the recognize or the Buddha's form body. Buddha, I mean, realize Buddha's form is emptiness, or the form is emptiness. Emptiness is form is no other than emptiness. So who has that realization? So that person seeing the Buddha, that person seeing the Vajrapani. Then that person can be attain Buddhahood. Whoever hears my speech will attain joy even in samsara. So whoever hears my speech, like who can hear the Vajrapani's speech? So it's Vajrapani's Sambhonakaya form. And we are ordinary beings. We don't have a capacity to hear, I think, Vajrapani's speech, right? I think this one also same, you know, who hears Vajra, my speech means like hearing song is emptiness. Emptiness, songs emptiness. So songs no other than emptiness. When you hear the songs, you can bring the equanimity. Means you're not attached to, you know, praise to you or good songs to you. Not attached to that. No hatreding to the, you know, negative words, harsh words, and someone telling you unpleasant words. You no hatred to that. And you can bring this to its equanimity. So then that is, I think, when you have that capacity, then you really hear the Vajrapani's speech. here's my speech, where then attain joy means then we, of course, we have joy, the words cannot distracting us. So right now we have fixation, grasping, someone telling us, good words, to praise us. We are extremely happy and joy because attached to that. Someone telling us negative words, we are upset, unhappy because we hatred to that. And that means a fixation and grasping. We are attached to the sound. So then the attachment, grasping causes of suffering. So you hear the song is, no attached to that, no hatred to that. If long as you can bring equanimity, you never lost your happiness and joy, because the negativity never disturbing your mind, right? So if someone telling you negative things, they're not disturbing your mind. You never lost your happy and joy. I think that's why we have to think about this. Who hears my speech means like who can bring, the positive sound, negative sound, equanimity. So that person really heard Vajrapani's speech. Then you will have a joy, even in the samsara. So even we are in samsara, we never lost our happiness because we no longer fixation to the words and the sound. So no attached to and no hatred to the songs. We can bring equanimity. That's the reason I think we have extremely joy and happy within in samsara, even in samsara. So whoever realize my mind will bring any sentient being to enlightenment. Who realize my mind? So what is Buddha's mind? So Buddha's mind is non-drawer, right? Non-conceptual. And as long as you have realized non-drawer, natural rigpa, then will bring many sentient beings to enlightenment. So you can have many beings to enlightenment. So this three, body, speech, mind is right now is specifically go to Vajrapani, but generally all the Yadam deities and the Buddhas the same. So who sees my body means, long as we seeing form is emptiness, the person seeing all the Buddhas, all the Yadam deities, form body. Then who no attach fixation to the sound, the person hearing all the enlightened beings song. And who has no door realization, the person has Buddha's mind, my mind, enlightened beings mind. So can be specifically Vajrapani, but generally all the enlightened beings. Will bring many sentient beings to enlightenment. Anyone who received the empowerment of this deity, so who received the Vajrapani's empowerment and takes him as a Yadam. So we take, Vajrapani is our Yadam deity for regular practice. If we practice always or often and practice Vajrapani, will not be opposite by any evil spirits. So then negative beings cannot create obstacles for us. So we can remove our obstacle and the negative evils. Will not be opposite by any evil spirits or entities. And eventually will attain the inseparability of the Vajra mind of all the Buddhas. So here is two qualities, two benefits actually. The relative true benefit, not be opposite by any evil spirits and entities, right? Negative beings cannot create obstacle for us. We can remove or release, purify negative things. Then absolute, benefit is eventually we're attaining the inseparability of Vajra mind, means like enlightenment, same as enlightened beings. We have become same as Vajrapani and of all the Buddhas. So that's the introduction, Vajrapani, the demon conqueror. Now we go to the main sadhana, Namongorum Benzapane, Namongorum Vajrapani, homage to Master Vajrapani. So any yogi who wish to practice the arising stage and the mantra recitation of the very conscious daily practice of the demon subduing Lord of Secrets should first take refuge, cultivate bodhicitta, and meditate on the four measurables. So that is the required before going into this practice. That's why in this beginning we have opening prayers. Some sadhana has a refuge and bodhicitta before in this main practice, but some sadhana go directly to the main practice. But that means we have to do before this main practice. We have to practice, take refuge, enlightened beings, and cultivate bodhicitta, and then meditate on the four measurables. So that's the most important. That's the preliminary practice. So Jigten Songgo says the preliminary practice is bodhicitta. Then go to the practice of Yadam Deity. Yadam Deity here is meditation or providing emptiness. Om Sobhava Shida Sarva Dharma Sobhava Shida Hang. The mode of abiding of all phenomena is itself pure openness, substance that nature. So this mantra is for purification mantra. Purification is like all this phenomena is purified to the emptiness. Followed by the sutra tradition. So we investigate and use logically approving emptiness. And the practice of Yadam Deity, use the mantra, just when they chant this mantra, all the phenomena is itself is a pure opening, substituting the nature emptiness, transform to the emptiness. So we're seeing so many forms, open the eye and the close eye, all is gone, right? Same, so no, in the relatively, our ordinary perception, we're seeing so many these different kind of forms. But then, when chant this mantra, is we meditate, all this form is transformed to emptiness. Nothing is exist. So dissolve to the emptiness. Then we can meditate ourselves, Yadam Deity. Otherwise, like we are, have very strong conceptual or impure perception, these very strong fixations, then not possible to meditate ourselves, Yadam Deity. So that's why we have to transform ourselves is emptiness first. Then visualization here. Purify the confusion of grasping at the duality of samsara and the nirvana, and meditate on the promotive or providing emptiness. So we purify the confusion of grasping. We are in samsara beings have confusion and grasping at the duality, because due to ignorance and then duality and become grasping fixation, then confusion, is stuck in samsara, and then also nirvana, means nirvana is the opposite of samsara, So this nirvana, stuck nirvana also, is no enlightenment. So, our hearts and many other like Pakika Buddhas, they are stuck in nirvana. Samsara in the nirvana, some stuck in nirvana, some stuck in samsara because due to dualistic confusion. And meditate on the pro-modal purity of all providing emptiness. So that's why we meditate on the pro-modal purity, means like pro-modally all the phenomena is emptiness. So when we meditate, no, we don't create emptiness. Truly, reality, every phenomena is unbeginningless time, pro-modally emptiness. That's the, in Maya Minka teaching, talk about the laws and approving logically, not, logic create emptiness. Emptiness is the reality, unbeginningless time, always, pro-modally empty. So that logic proving that the logic not creating emptiness. Same, this meditation, we don't creating emptiness. We're going back to reality, origination or something, truth. So that's why pro-modally purity of all providing emptiness. From that state of emptiness arise a circle of Vajra fire mountains. Then now we're going to meditate Yadam Deity. So that's why from that state means from the emptiness state, from that state of emptiness, then arise a circle of Vajra fire mountain. We visualize fire, Vajra fire mountain. So Vajra is in this one, and this kind of like form fire mountain we visualize. In the center of which is a palm, so center is a palm syllable, which transform into a lotus. So palm syllable is transformed to lotus seed, on which a ram transforms into a sun disk. So two syllables, palm is lotus flower, and the ram is transformed into the sun disk. Vajrapani has, lotus and the top the sun disk, no moon, I think. It's usually the Rath for deity didn't have this moon disk. Mostly Rath for deity shows like sun disk and then maras or corpse, depending. So this one just, lotus seeds and then sun disk. On this is my own awareness is the form of a clear dark blue home. So then top of the sun disk, we visualize the dark blue home. So the dark blue home is representing our consciousness, our mind. This radiates like that purifies. So the home syllable like radiating purify all sentient beings, and this like radiates actually go to, meditate, go to 6 realms, and then purify, 6 realm beings karma. 6 realms beings is, 6 different kind of afflictive emotions, perception. So purify 6 realm beings, negative karma, afflictive emotions. And is then that is called purification. This home syllable is purification, purifying other beings' obstacle and the negative karma, and is absorbed into the home again, that come back to the light that is dissolved back to the home again, which transform into Lord of Secret. Then the home is transformed to become Vajrapani's form body. So that means like our consciousness is transformed to Vajrapani. So we have become Vajrapani. So now this meditation is directly go to self-generation stage. Self-generation means our self is visualized directly Vajrapani's form body. Lord of Secret, the subduer of all demons and evil spirits. So Vajrapani is subduing, subduing negative beings, subduing afflictive emotions, subduing. So here is demons and evil spirits. So that form is arise form is become Vajrapani, wrathful deity. So then I am black in color means no, we are become Vajrapani. So we visualize ourselves as Vajrapani. Then this demons and evil spirits all is subdued. So demons and evil spirits cannot create obstacle for us. So I am black in color. We are visualize ourselves as Vajrapani. Form body is black in color. It's dark blue actually, kind of dark blue in color with one face and two arms. One face, two arms. My right hand is raises a 5-pointed golden Vajra. So it's better, like no many heads, no many hands. So it's easy for us. So with one face and two arms, right? It's good. That is helpful. My right hand raises a 5-pointed golden Vajra. So he holding the Vajra and the top, like that means like really Vajra hit to subduing all the negative beings. Then, all the other practitioners, example, Pema Sambhava, and they also visualize Vajrapani, and their become form is transformed to Vajrapani, subdue our other or negative beings. So that's why it's Vajrapani is the power of all the enlightened beings, form body. So subduing means we have to visualize ourselves is Vajrapani. Other or enlightened beings does the same. Pema Sambhava also visualize himself is Vajrapani, subduing all the negative beings. Then my left hand is at my heart in the subduing gesture, holding Vajra lasso. So in this also symbolizes showing Vajrapani shows, wisdom and compassion. His hand. So you recognize and think about this Vajra is wisdom and realization, realization. And he hold the other hand is lasso is compassion. Lasso is hook, right? So he hook all the beings to liberate and not destroy and is killing, angrily, destroying, killing someone. He subduing means liberating through the compassion and wisdom. So that's why here his 5-pointed golden Vajra is 5 actually wisdom, and Vajrapani is showing is his quality wisdom. My left hand is at my heart in the subduing gesture, no killing. Subduing means like actually liberating all the negative beings. Gesture holding a Vajra lasso is a compassion. My right leg is bent. My left is strict. I think this two is like usually representative, samsara and the nirvana. So my right leg is bent. It's like he could be, free from nirvana and the samsara both. The true light is representative, I think. So through his wisdom, no stuck in the samsara. So I think his left leg is straight, is like subduing or, subduing or purifying is a samsara through the wisdom, not stuck there. My right leg is bent, is like I think he's through the compassion, he's not stuck in the nirvana. So that is showing the form is for Bodhisattva, because Bodhisattva is not stuck in the samsara, not stuck in the nirvana. So through the wisdom and the compassion, yeah. And then I exhibited the 9 wrathful expressions. So this Yadam deity, especially wrathful deity, has exhibited the 9 wrathful expressions, 9 wrathful expressions. So this nine, the exhibited the 9 wrathful expressions represented 9 yanas. So he realized 9 level yanas. That's also usually other, some deities explain this. This 9 wrathful expressions representative. Then also this, exhibit the 9 wrathful expression is arising from, like powerful compassion, like arising, form is arising from the very powerful energy or, passionate compassion arises from body. Wrathful deity means not arising from the anger, right? My flame color hair blades upward. I wear a terra of 5 draskos and a girdling of 50 fresh silver heads. So that's a same as Vajra Yogini has many, and the Chakra Sambhara and other deities has all these symbols. I mean, the terra of 5 draskos is that is all these 5 afflictive emotions is dead. It's no more 5 afflictive emotion. Become realization, no draw. 5 wisdom is arise, so that's why it's 5 draskos. And girdling of 50 fresh silver heads is all the 50 mantra formation is transformed, no draw. So has realization for no dualistic. Then I am drawn by 8 nagas. So he has 8 nagas as different kind of snakes in his body. So I am drawn by 8 nagas. I wear a tiger skin skirt. I am engulfed, I think, in a blazing wisdom fire. So this one we explain when I shared the teaching Vajrakalaya. I think you remember we talked a lot. So I'm also forget already now. So that time is I explain lots one by one. I think you remember. Long good Jincha Chukson. It's peaceful Yadam. Sambonakaya has 13 different ornaments. Then wrathful deity has 8 different, 8 different these ornaments for the wrathful deities. So that is explained here. I wear a tiger skin skirt. I'm engulfed in a blazing wisdom fire. And the 3 places are white on. So now we just directly visualize ourselves like same as image. We have Tanka images. So then at the three places are Y Om. So we visualize our forehead is Om syllable, Y Om syllable. Red A means in the throat level, we visualize red A, and then blue Hong visualize in the heart center. From this leg radiates and inward to the wisdom deity. So then these three leg radiates go to the where their Buddhas live. So we just close eye, and then these legs go to in the space, like wherever they can get. Then bring all the Buddhas front of us. So that's the visualization. Inviting all the wisdom deities in the form of Vajrapani. All these deities form is Vajrapani's form body. Who dissolve inseparable into me means all this Vajrapani form wisdom beings. So that's called wisdom beings. We inviting dissolve to who is called Samaya being. Who is a Samaya being? So we are Samaya being because we visualize ourselves is Vajrapani. So Samaya being, I mean the wisdom beings is dissolving to the Samaya being. And then dissolve inseparably. So it's inseparable into my, through the mantra, inseparable, Cha Hong Ba Ho. So this mantra also I explain lots, so no I forget too. So everything's impermanent. This mantra also explain, many different kind of ways. Sometimes Za Hong Ba Ho is sometimes I talk about 4 measurables. Sometimes Za Hong Ba Ho is Za Ho Ba Ho is bring the wisdom being into ourselves. Za Ho Ba Ho. So they have mudras or something, and it become this all the wisdom beings dissolved to ourselves is inseparable. That's the main point of this mantra. Then leg radiates from the home at my heart. So again, leg radiates again. So now, our form is become Vajrapani. It's called self-generation. We already meditated beginning, already started our service Vajrapani, but then, more bring the blessings. That's why we like radiates 3 places in what all these wisdom beings dissolve to ourselves. So get more confident our self is Vajrapani, self-generation, we get more confident. That's why when we visualize, it's 3 important, right? 3 aspects is important. Clearly visualize. So that is like, form is visualized very clearly. Then when we visualize, it's instinctively visualize. So the first aspect is a clear, vividly visualize, and that helps become transform all these impure perceptions, transform to the Buddha's form body. Then second is we visualize ourself is Vajrapani, is called divine pride. So when you wisdom beings dissolve to yourself, you have more confidence, you have more divine pride. And divine pride is remove our negativity, or negative pride and impure kind of like we have like impure perceptions very strong, ordinary perceptions very strong ourselves. So I am, right, that very strong. This divine pride is remove that I am, usually say I am we all the time. So no, RM is removed. Divine pride is become Vajrapani. We are Vajrapani. Then that meditation we need self, divine confident. We, three places visualize three syllables and like whether it's inviting wisdom, Vajrapani dissolve to ourselves, become inseparable. We get more confident in the divine pride. So long as you have a divine pride, confident, then we are, that moment is Vajrapani. So that moment we are no longer ordinary person. So without the divine confidence, then visualize the meditation is not that strong and not that powerful. Just, like mind say, yeah, I am Vajrapani, okay, kind of, maybe, yeah, I wanted to be Vajrapani. So you are not really in Vajrapani into your body. Right? That's always happening, Close eye, yeah, Vajrapani is dissolved to me, I'm Vajrapani, that's it. Then finish it. That's not strong, not enough. That's the reason we have to, like whether it's inverting Vajrapani dissolve to our, body, and we need confident, divine pride. So how do we get confident? We have to know the Vajrapani, the nature and our nature is inseparable. So mind connection, right? Then also we have to knowing, like already talked up there, Vajrapani's body is enlightened form body. So our form is not this physical ordinary form. This form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. Form is emptiness. So that is a Vajrapani's form, body, and then hearing the song. Song is emptiness. Emptiness is song, and all the songs are mantras. So we have to hear all the song is transformed to a home bezel peg. Vajrapani is a mantra. And then you go into the mind. So have to be in the nature states. The nature, no drawer, no thoughts, no emotions, be in that confident nature state, and then arise form is Vajrapani. You can visualize Vajrapani. That visualize Vajrapani deity and yourself is inseparable. You can really feel that connections. So we have to go more deeper level practice. Is first we have to release thoughts and emotions, and must be in the more stable meditation, So deity and Mahamudra is inseparable. So your mind is into the nature, then you can visualize the deity arise, nature minds arise in the deity, Vajrapani form. The Vajrapani form and your nature, your form is inseparable. You really can feel kind of through your own experience. So that's the powerful way to meditate. Otherwise, just close eye, yeah, I'm Vajrapani, that's it. No powerful. So that meditation is not acceptable, okay? Do more better than that. So using the coffee smell, yeah, it's good. Don't drink, then that no benefit, right? I have to drink the coffee. Then it's can feel the taste and energy strong is going to the body is great. So otherwise just coffee, yeah, is this coffee There's no benefit. Do the good way to meditate. Then, you know, that's a core, the just I'm sharing with you right now is we self-confident and divine pride is called self-generation stage. So that is the true, because Vajrapani nature and our nature is inseparable and beginningless time, same nature. So we're going back to our own true and reality nature. We're not creating something we don't have. So we have the same nature, Vajrapani, and beginningless time. So pro-modally we have. We're going back into to the you know, origination or origin our own mind. Then of course the third is usually we talk about ornaments. So we already shared like what Vajrapani's form is representative. You know, this each form showing Vajrapani has like different kind of ornaments. This all the ornament showing the enlightening qualities. So showing the, you know, no drawer nature. That's we have to recognize. Otherwise, like some Vajrapani is anger, right? Some people think, oh, he is anger. So some people say, oh, this form is not nice. Buddhists cannot have this. Some say usually like that, you know, Buddhists cannot have wrathful like this. Buddhists must be peace. I hear many that other people saying, you know, Buddhists must be peace. Why we have these strangers like, you know, form bodies? Because they're not knowing the reality, what it means, you know. So that's why we have to know the symbolized meanings. This each symbolized meaning showing the no drawer, enlightening qualities. That's the you know, during the practice we meditate. Then we have to like that is again, because we're going to receive empowerment. This sadhana is practicing, and you can receive empowerment every day yourself. So like that is from the home. So no, your home is Vajrapani, yourself is Vajrapani. You visualize the home syllable at your heart. They invite and five Buddha empowerment into the sky in front of me. So this home syllable like that is inviting 5 families. Usually we talk about 5 families. 5 Buddha, 5 females, or the 5 families inviting in the front of me. Then what we have to do, we're offering to the 5 Buddhas. Pipetratasaya Soa is offering the flower. Dipam Tratasaya Soa offering the incense smell, good smell. Aloke Tratasaya Soa is offering lights, candles, you know, butter lamps. Benzang Gende Tratasaya Soa is offering the perfume and good smell, medicine things. Om Benzang Neveda Tratasaya Soa offering the food. So that's the 5 offerings. In this case, you know, we visualize the Yadam that this empowerment that is in front of with us. So we don't doing 7 these offerings, only have 5. So this one we don't have to do the like symbols and the bears, like, you know, just offering this mentally. When usually do the empowerment ritual, the, you know, the Vajra master doing empowerment ritual. So Shram master bring the, you know, flowers in front of like altar and offering, and then they bring the torma, I mean the incense. Dipam is incense. The bring the aloke, you know, it's all these offerings bring in front of like Vajra master, they holding together. So that's you know, long empowerment ritual sadhana that does that way offerings. So then Om Savatadangada Abba Kensatamam. So then recourse to the empowerment means like we recourse to 5 Buddhas, please give me the empowerment, initiate it for me. So the Buddhas of empowerment hold the wells of wisdom nectar with which they give the empowerment reciting. So then the Buddhas holding the wells with the nectar and following the nectar to our crown, chanting this mantra. Om Savatatangada Abekeka de Samaya Shiraya Home. So Om Sarva Tatangata is what means Bali Sanskrit teacher.
Is what?
Om Sarva Tatangata.
Tathagata, the enlightened ones, right?
Enlightened ones. Om
Satisfies
Tatangata.
everyone.
All the enlightened beings, right? Om Sarva Tatangata. Abekekate is dissolving, right? Pouring. Abekekate is pouring. So pouring the nectar to your body is remove all the negativity, is no virtuous deeds or no negative things removed, wash away, the conceptual thoughts or wash away. Kekade sama ishiraya home. So then pouring nectar, fed up all this, nectar filled the body. So that is the core empowerment. Abhishika means a Tor. Look, it's a Tor means like destroyed. Destroy all the non-conceptual, negative, non-virtues destroyed. Tor. Lo means pouring the nectar into your body. So wisdom is into your body. Compassion is into your body. So that is the empowerment. The meaning is Samaya Shiraya home. Then thus my body, voice, and mind are completely purified and filled with wisdom nectar, which overflow and forms actual beer as an ornament on the crown of my head. Then all the Buddha's empowerment dissolve into me. So then enlightened beings all dissolve to ourselves. Then we have to chant the mantra again. Om Benza Pipeta Tatsaya Soa. So this offering and the first one is the same prayer, but focus a little bit different. The page 40 bottom offering is like we're offering to the enlightened beings in front of us. So now this one is offering is like all this enlightened is dissolved to ourselves. We are enlightened by kind of offering ourselves. Om Beza Pipeta Desires, Om Beza Dibamta Desires, Om Beza Alogeta Desires, Om Benza Gendeta Desires, Om Benza Neveta Desires, Om Savatadangata Abekets the Mam. So it's the same. Then next is go to page 42 is press. So this press is also we have in the daily sadhana, daily practice sadhana, we have this part. The press to Vajrapani. If you cannot chant all this sadhana, only you can chant this 4 sentences. That's also practice Vajrapani too. So we have a supplication Tara, we have a Pema Sambhava short prayers in the daily prayers. That is just generally every day, like you can usually, connect with the enlightened beings, chanting the prayers, supplication to the Yadam deities. Same, this one is for Vajrapani. So then Vajrapani is the combined power and energy of all the Buddhas. So the Vajrapani is a combined power and energy. See, very powerful means like power is all the power, energy of all the Buddhas. All the energy, power is together is called Vajrapani. Same is like all the compassion, enlightened beings, embodiment is Chinrezde. So all the beings, all the enlightened beings, wisdom embodiments, Manjushri, all the enlightened beings, combined power, energy is Vajrapani. So this three Bodhisattva is three enlightened beings. So all the enlightened beings quality arise from body. Then the supreme holder of a treasure of sacred teachings. So Vajrapani is also the supreme holder of the treasure of sacred teachings or Vajrayana teachings, lineage holder, sacred teaching, lineage holder is Vajrapani. So that already we talked, you know, shared already. Buddha Shakyamuni, ultra level, inner level Vajrapani, sacred level is Vajradhara. So the Vajradhara, Buddha Shakyamuni, and Vajrapani is actually is oneness become. Because the Buddha Shakyamuni is in the Samadhi meditation, become Buddha Vajradhara. And then, you know, he into inner level is Vajrapani. Outer level arises from is Buddha Shakyamuni. So the teaching is the source is or is Buddha Shakyamuni. He's become transformed to his body is Buddha Vajradhara. So Vajradhara is actually not really physical form. It's this is Sambhonakayas receiving the teaching, known teachings from Dharmakaya. So that's called Vajradhara. And then Vajrapani and receive teachings. So come to in the world is called treasure teachings, sacred teachings, lineage holder. Then this is subjugator of all the maras. Vajrapani is a subjugator of all the maras and observer without exception. I praise and pay homage to Vajrapani. So we praise and pay homage to Vajrapani. When we chant Vajrapani, just regularly, you know, if you cannot do all this whole sadhana, only chant these 4 sentences, and then you can do home benzape mantras. So that's the way we can connect with Vajrapani, short practice every day. And then you really know who's Vajrapani. The Vajrapani is not only, you know, form body like blue, home, wrath for deity, like we have this form body, not only that. So the true, absolute true Vajrapani is the combined power and energy of all Buddhas. And also supreme holder of a treasure of sacred teachings. Then subjugator of all the maras and observer without exception. So that's the Vajrapani. So now we praise to and pay homage to Vajrapani, then you can chant the mantras. Meditate for as long as possible in this arising stage on the deity's body as an illusion, the inseparability of form and emptiness, the nature of wisdom. Then tired of this, when tired of this, make an effort to recite the mantra. When tired means like when you tired, same or no? Meditate for as long as possible. So we have to meditate a rising stage on the deity's body. Visualize, you know, this Vajrapani's form body as in illusion. Is like no form is not physically exist form. So visualize, we can visualize the same rainbow body, or, you know, seeing form, but it's not physically permanently exist there. the inseparability of form and emptiness. So then form is empty, emptiness is form, form is no other than emptiness. So same is all your zone people is right now is for me is Vajrapani is form. Because I can see you clearly, but it's I seeing you is illusion form, no physical form. Physical form is cannot be in my laptop, small laptop, so many people here. So you are Vajrapani right now, form body. Then nature of wisdom of form and emptiness, the nature of wisdom. Is form is emptiness, nature of wisdom. So no, see you can hear these teachings, right? And we can chant practice together, even emptiness, but it's through the wisdom together, nature of wisdom. Then we can chant the mantras. So mantras at my heart is a home, surrounded by mantra, home benzar pek. In black circle and clockwise, the mantra is the black color. And radiating like that makes offering to all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. So mantra is become offering to enlightened beings. Their wisdom, compassion, energy, and the power return to me in the form of light and are absorbed. So become mantra as a blessing. So enlightened beings blessing. What is enlightened beings blessing? Enlightened beings blessing is compassion, energy, power, wisdoms. So they return me in the form of light are dissolved. Again, light rather is to sentient beings and purify all phenomena. So mantra is become purification. Purifying all the sentient beings, non-virtuous deeds, negative karma. The suffering, obscurations, and disease of all sentient beings of the six realms are completely purified. So mantra is purification or the negativity, anything like you can think about your mind, use this mantra as become purification. And those beings are established in is the state of Lord of Secrets. So become mantra is liberation. Liberating all these six realm beings is the same as Vajrapani. Thus accomplish all virtuous activities. The light then returns and is absorbed into the sixth syllable and the mantra. So then light is dissolved to the mantra. Mantra is a Yadam deity. So meditating this way, recite the mantra as many times as possible. So that is good here, mantra explanations. So mantra means many different qualities or benefits, not only one. So mantras become Yadam deity Vajrapani because all beings liberation, mantras liberation, become all beings become Vajrapani is enlightened being. Mantra is liberation, mantra is Yadam deity. Then mantra is purification, purify all the six realms of negative karma. Mantra is a blessing, receiving all the enlightened quality, receiving, blessing. Mantra is offering, so we're offering to the enlightened beings. Then this mantra is Hong Benzar Pek. Hong Benzar Pek. Hong Benzar Pek. Hong is a that is a syllable, a hard syllable. So I think this one too, because here mantra says Hong is a center, And my heart is a Hong surrounded by mantra. Hong is the Vajrapani's, sixth syllable. Hong is Vajrapani's representative mind. The Benza is, I think, is in this case, Benza means the compound the power and energy of all Buddhas. So Benza, Peg is like subjugator of all maras and obscures, without exception, subjugator. So that's the thing's mantra meaning. Then they have a lot of meanings, so beyond my capacity. Yeah. So that's the big thing, and the chant that helps connections. I think that's enough too, right? Our minds become inseparable with the Vajrapani is home. The Benza is all the enlightened beings, power, energy. Then Peg is destroying all the maras, negative beings, subduing. So me added the so me put the so then we have to visual. I mean, he says meditate. Is we can do like elaborate meditating, or kind of a concise way to meditating. This mantra is in the mantra garland here. Then we chant the much of we can chant the mantras. So now we chant the mantra Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe. Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Pe, Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Hom Benza Pe, 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 Hom Benza Om Bezabe, 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 Om Bezabe. Om Bezabe, 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 Om Bezabe. Home Benzabe, 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 Home Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Benzabe, 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 Home Benzabe. Home Benzabe, 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 Home Benzabe. Home Benzabe, 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 Home Benzabe. Home Benzabe, 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 Home Benzabe. Home Benzabe, 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 Home Benzabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe, Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Bezabe. Home Bezabe, 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 Home Home Bezabe, 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 Home Om Bezabe, 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 Om Bezabe. Om Bezabe, 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 Om Bezabe. Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe. Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe, Om Bezabe. Om Benzabe, Om Benzabe, Om Benzabe, Om Benzara Sato Samaya Mani Palaya, Benzara Sato Tinoba, Te Chandra Meba, Sote Kayo Mebawa, Sote Kayo Mebawa, Anera Mebawa, Sarva Isede Menjaya. Sarva karma siddhai me siddhai jayan guru sarva tatangata benzara mame benzara bama samaya sato. So next is the dissolution. This dissolution is the wisdom being returned to the nature states. So the dissolution always has some different, but this one is a completion. Completion stage dissolution. So wisdom being Vajrapani is returned to the nature states. Means just let go or visualize our form is Vajrapani and just be in your own nature, meditate Mahamudra. So that's the called dissolution. Then auto phenomena dissolve into the sentient beings. So auto phenomena dissolve into the sentient beings who dissolve into me. I dissolve into the home in my heart. It is time. It dissolves slowly from the bottom up to the all-providing emptiness. Rest in the unborn, uncreated state as long as possible. I see. Tibetans, I don't know, missing. Looks like 2 sentences missing here. So the wisdom being returned to the in nature states, that's we have Tibetan. Auto phenomena and or beings like the Nuchu auto inner dissolve into the emptiness. So only that's it. Here didn't say Tibetans are also auto phenomena dissolve into the sentient beings. Okay, so this one follow. So we think the wisdom being returned to their own nature states. Is sorry about the first I explained it's a mistake. The wisdom being returned to the nature states. We visualize wisdom beings, they are back to nature states. Then auto phenomena dissolve into the sentient beings. Auto phenomena, universals dissolve to the sentient beings. Then sentient beings all dissolved into me. So the all sentient beings dissolve to us. I dissolve into the home. So we are dissolved to the home syllable. I dissolve into the home in my heart. Our heart, we visualize the home syllable. So we all dissolve to the home syllable. Heart in its heart in its turn, it dissolves slowly from the bottom up into the all providing emptiness. So home syllable bottom, you can see the Tibetan way. So bottom is all the way up to top. dissolving into the providing emptiness. So then bottom up into the all providing emptiness. Then all is become back to the nature emptiness. Rest in the unobscured, uncreated stay as long as possible. Then we meditate. So that's the dissolution stage. Dissolution stage is antidote to our death. Purify death karmic imprints. So generation beginning we visualize is meditation is antidote to birth karmic imprints. Then the me sadhana practice, like we visualizing, chanting mantras, all this is part is antidote to during the living our obstacle or karmic imprints is purifying. So this Yadam deity practices birth karmic imprints purifying, our living karmic imprints is purifying, death karmic imprints is purifying, dissolution. So the bring to three categories together. Then we meditate here much ever we can. So now we chant together. The wisdom beings are returned to the nature states. All phenomena dissolve into the sentient beings who dissolve into me. I also dissolve to home in my heart. It is time it dissolves slowly from the bottom up into all providing emptiness. Rest in the obscured, uncreated state as long as possible. Yishe Pana Ran Yin Je Tamseng no ju me me dong ba yo. Meditate. Then I arise as the Lord of Secret and recite dedication prayer. So now we come back to again our form is Vajrapani. Then chant the dedication. Through the virtue of this practice, may I achieve Vajrapani's great realization. And this state may I become to lead every sentient being, not one left behind. Gewan de yor da sang da won jur je roa je jang ma le ba de ye sa lang gu ba ru sho. Go to the dedications. It's page 157. 157 dedication. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malar, Dharma Lord Gambopa, Bilis, peace to happen as most auspicious blessing of all. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies' confusion. May all travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent, precious mind, where is humble, may they rise. Where is born, may no decline, but it will increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good hair. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray your Dharma activities separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Mijishri, the Vero realized the ultimate state, and as did the Samantha, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the Tirikaya, by the blessing of the truth of unchanging Dharma as a side, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By this virtue collected in the third tongue, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by in a rule of virtue, may I all sentient beings calculate and surpass perfect, complete, virtues and enlightenment. May the teaching of Guru Gompa Ranachiri, first nation, Lord of Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation, until end of the samsara. Go to next page. For this realm sacred by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit, blessed without exception. Tenzin Jamso, you are one with our Lord Keshora. May you remain satisfied until samsara ends. Embodiment of the three precious jewels. Premapani, who holds the teaching of the Vajrapani one, seeing the all goodness, meaning with the wisdom eye. May you the spontaneous activity live long for hundreds of kapas. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of Speech, who manifests to hold the teaching of the Trapezium, who resists the lamp of the sage's teachings. May you who are late of the Dharma, living long for 100 kapas. Next page. The one who is the holy lenses Ayan Deva, emanate into gurgling of extinct bed as Chidengba, the heart sound of Jiktin Sungung. May the life of glorious Garchin remain satisfied for hundreds of eons. In this age of satisfied, weighing the victor's teachings, face hardship, through his powerful Vajra-like conduct, he takes on himself the heavy responsibility of the unstruck teaching. May Garchin, the son of the teaching, living long. Hong Benzar Pe, 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 Hong Benzar Pek, 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 Hong Benzar Pek. Trashidele. Free from obstacles. La Jalo. Trashidele. Finish practice teaching. So the Chinlewamo has maybe a question.
Can we make an offering to you?
Yes.
On behalf of our center, we want to make an
Okay.
offering to you.
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you for
immeasurable teachings.
all
Thank
the
you
teaching and
also.
your
Come on,
time.
man.
Okay.
Thank you, Temple.
Thank you.
Amazing
Temple.
teachings. Thank you, everyone, for coming and enjoying these.
Okay, so now they have questions here.
Yeah.
So we
I
can
have a
follow.
question.
You can leave, and you have wanted to leave. You wanted to stay with the questions. So you can stay. Up to you, everyone. Okay, Tunlewan will go first.
Does the mantra circle around or is it stationary? The mantra that's in the heart.
It's I cannot hear really.
Oh, sorry.
Could you turn, I think you have two devices on, Trinley. If you
I-
turn one of the sounds off on them, the audio, we'll be able to hear you clearer.
Yes, I'm trying.
Do you want to go ahead, George? And well, Trinley,
We can ask Trinley's question. I heard it. Should I go ahead?
Okay, yeah, George, you go first.
Okay. My question is the last three empowerments that you gave during the last 3 weeks, what tantra class is it? Is it action, performance, yoga, or highest yoga tantra?
Oh, you mean the belong to which tantra?
Yeah.
I hope belong to all the tantras together. Yes. Yes.
Well, doesn't it usually belong to one, like Kriya, Charya, yoga, or highest yoga tantra?
It's actually makes up everything.
Oh, a mix of everything.
I think so. Because when
Okay.
you buy the food in the grocery, you buy separate, but when you cook all is together, right?
Yeah.
So I think this sadhana is all mixed up together.
Oh, you get your money's worth, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I did it.
Okay,
The,
Tunlewan.
the mantra that's in the heart, are the actual letters moving around, circling to the right? Or
Yes.
they're circling? So do we visualize them like 3D, or are they facing outwards so that we can read them as they go around?
Read go around is good.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
they're,
Hong syllable is in the center,
yes,
and then Hong benza peg again. Hong benza peg is like rotating clockwise.
okay.
And so you can read this that used to long time ago, the no 3Ds, so they don't know this realize the meditation was 3Ds.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you visualize 3D is nothing wrong.
So then they act, if we're looking at them, they're facing towards us and they're going around to the right, clockwise.
Going clockwise, looking facing to us.
Facing to us. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Next, Melissa.
Yes, thank you, Kempela, for these teachings, all three of these initiations. I'm sorry I have confusion. I've been listening to the teachings. When we say power in an ordinary samsaric sense, it's out of ego and confusion. But I'm unclear about this quality of power in terms of Buddha having power. Is it the power to subdue from an enlightened point of view? What is this the nature of this power that Buddha has. The ability to subdue the Maras, is that?
Yes, ability to subdue the Maras. You no need to intentionally subduing, just naturally release them, subduing, liberating.
Oh, so he's able to liberate the minds of Maras.
Yes.
So that they become enlightened minds.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Tuktache, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for again, Melissa.
Think about it again, you said?
I see you thinking about again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think we finished it, right? Everyone? No questions? Everyone good?
One more.
Got something? Okay, next.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
I just wondered how come the Vajrapani mantra does not have Om.
Oh, no Om?
Yeah.
Oh. So we have to say Om Hong Benza Peg, right? I think it's not easy to chant Hong Om Hong Benza Peg, right? So the without Om, I think is the Hong Benza has all this Om syllables, essence or qualities included there, because Om is body, speech, mind. So Hong, Benza, Peg has body, speech, mind included together, I think. Do you get or no?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So when explain this mantra, Hong is wisdom, empty is mind. Hong syllable, essence. I think Hong that has actually hold the Om syllables meaning together. Sometimes they have a short way holding together. So Om Ah Hong, usually we chant Om Ah Hong, but then some mantra we don't have to say Om Ah Hong, just Om Mane Pe Me Hong, right? Om Benza Sato Hong means Om only starting. This Pema Sambhava we have to say Om Ah Hong, means like first we have chant Om Ah Hong. So the other mantra Om representative Om Ah Hong. So this was just I think, and the Hong syllables representative Om Ah Hong too. Yeah, the Hong has a same as Om, like main syllable, and then the top two layers again. So that's Om Ah Hong syllables holding meanings together. So next, Liz.
Kimbola, I have a question which has been bugging me for quite a long time. It's just like every time we practice, we have to visualize we as the Idam deity, and then we have to visualize that this deity turns to emptiness. We have to meditate on emptiness, and I heard that this could help when it comes to our deathbed, the times when we have to face the bardo. I mean, whatever the practice, it should help us cross this, how do we call this, the most important part of the life, the end of the life, isn't it?
Yes.
To cross us to enlightenment. So what really keeps bugging my mind is how are we supposed to do that? I mean, when we are facing death, we have to visualize ourselves as deity, or we just try to stay in what the Jogten says, like just meditate, just like that. Don't focus on the thoughts or everything. So how is it? Kimbula, could you please help out with this question?
Thanks, Liz Surgery, right? Your name? Liz
It's
Surgery,
actually
your
Liz
question is
Suryani. Actually, this comes from old Indian name. We in Indonesia, actually the root is dates back to India. So it's Surya, meaning sun. Yeah.
Your question is
how can it help at deathbed?
Your question is very big in the West. So we have to explain like death.
Oh yeah.
To follow by that. This Yadam deity practice, so is the benefit when we die means all this deity is actually within our own body right now, impure, because we don't recognize the deity is within our chakras and the wings, nadas. And when we die, this is like effort to form body. And then if someone not practicing Yadam deity, they don't recognize it is own emanation. So, in the Pardo, so that's why they're seeing the form is fractioning, and they get delusions. So then meditator, Yadam deity practitioners, when in the Pardo, they recognize all this appearance form is their own display, its own emanations. So then they, become liberating when they recognize, so then they liberate in the Pardo. So it's a lot of information about that. Yeah. So then we have to talk about whole thing again, starting like Yadam deity, how it's like be with the chakras and how to become its effort to form body and so many informations.
Yes, and so far, well, I have heard, I mean, I've received some teachings, especially from you, Kimbala. Like there are lots of pieces that I need to, how do we say, to integrate and then to form one great picture. But still now it's just like some pieces here and there, and then I haven't been able to see the real picture of it. This has been bugging me. So that's why.
So now have to practice more and then connect with more deities, I think, so that helps become more clear, recognize. Yeah. Next, Curtis.
Thank you very much.
Kempala, I put my question in the chat. You said that the death karmic imprint was purified by the dissolution part of the practice. The birth karmic imprint was purified by the Yidam visualization part. I think I heard you say something about a third part of the practice that purifies another karmic imprint.
Third.
Did you say, am I wrong? Am I the only one that heard that? If nobody else heard it, then I'm wrong.
So third is a dissolution. Third is a dissolution. Yeah.
First is the birth.
The first is a birth.
And the second then?
Second is the after birth, what do you do? What I know, you are living, right?
I think so.
Living, okay, so you are living status. So then this we visualize ourselves as a Yidam deity, visualize the Yidam deity in front, so many different offering things, postation, prayers, all this practice is remove the living karmic imprint.
Living karmic imprint by
Yes.
all the parts of the practice.
Yes.
Beyond the birth part, which is the Yidam visualization.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you, Kempo.
Birth is the first stage. Birth karmic purify God, birth karmic imprint is the first stage. So we visualize emptiness and then sun, moon, this sun, lotus flower. So that is C syllable. That is a purify birth karmic imprint. Other rest practice is purify living karmic imprint. And the dissolution is purify, death karmic imprint.
That's a great answer, Kempo. Thank you. You got it. You got me. You got rid of my confusion. Thank you.
Okay, no more confusion, okay? Liberate your confusion. Thank you. Melissa, you have a question again?
Yeah, super quick. I'm going back to the first question that Trinley Mongmo asked. The letters of the mantra circling, I always thought that they faced out so that the rays of the mantra go to all sentient beings. That the mantra isn't facing you, it's facing out. So the rays emanate to all beings. So Hom Benza Pe is facing out so that sentient beings can see it or not.
Facing out, you means you. So which way you looking to the mantra?
I'm
so this is a prayer, right? This is a prayer.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the home syllable in this mantra is here and rotating. You are here, right? I'm turning prayer. I'm the person, right? Practitioner, meditator. And then this prayer is a syllable. Home syllable is the center, and the prayer is the mantra is rotating. So this is facing to you, right? Facing to all the beings too.
Yes, facing to all the beings. Yes.
They're facing to you too, right? You are in part of that too.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was
okay. So now we finish I think everything. Yes.
Thank you. Great teaching. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sangha.
Thank you.